Robert Pershing Wadlow, born February 22, 1918, was and still remains the world's tallest man at 8 feet and 11 inches. Wadlow weighed 439 pounds and also holds the title for the world's largest hands at 12.75 inches and the world's largest feet at 18.5 inches. Wadlow's ring size was 25 and his shoe size was a 37 AA men's that had to be custom made. Robert Wadlow was the oldest child of 5, born to Harold and Addie Wadlow, and he put the big in Big Brother. Wadlow was born an average size, but by only a few months old, it was clear he was far from typical. He gained weight and size at an alarming rate, and it was discovered later in 1929 that he had hypertrophy, an enlargement, of his pituitary gland, the gland responsible for dictating human growth hormone, HGH. The enlarged gland released far too much HGH, which caused exponential growth in Robert. By the time of his death, there was no indication he had ever stopped growing. By the age of 8, Wadlow was taller than his father, and by 9 he was strong enough to carry his father up and down a full flight of stairs with little effort. Robert attended elementary school in Roxana, and then at the Milton Schoolhouse in Alton. A special desk was made so he could sit more comfortably. Robert was the tallest Boy Scout and a member of Troop 1 in Alton. He loved boys' adventure stories and purportedly read approximately 300 books a year. As a teen, Robert belonged to the Order of Demolay, a Masonic organization for young men. He later became a Freemason and in 1939 became a Master Mason under jurisdiction of Grand Lodge of Illinois AF and AM. On July 4, 1940, Robert was attending the Manistee National Forest Festival in Michigan, and an ill-fitting brace rubbed a sore on his ankle. Robert had worn braces on his legs for years and used a cane to help support his immense frame. He had little feeling in his legs or feet and didn't notice that the sore on his ankle had become infected. He developed a high fever and was treated with a blood transfusion and surgery. Due to an autoimmune disorder exacerbated by his pituitary gland dysfunction and a high fever from the infection, Robert P. Wadlow passed away in his sleep on July 15, 1940 at the age of 22. Streeper Funeral Home, now Elias Smith of Alton, drove all the way to Michigan to pick up Robert's body. His coffin, made of redwood, was 10 feet, 9 inches long, and weighed 1,000 pounds. The casket had to be carried by 12 pallbearers and 8 assistants. Robert Wadlow was laid to rest in Upper Alton at Oakwood Cemetery. The life-sized bronze statue of Robert Wadlow was sculpted by Edward Engelhart Giberson and stands across the street from the Alton Museum of History and Art. A bronze chair, replicated after his seat at the Masonic Lodge, sits beside the statue.